Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy. Today I'm going to show you how to get under the map in New Atlantis and take advantage of all the money that can be made there. A couple things you might want. You might want Boost 2 for your jetpack, and you might want Amp. I highly suggest Amp and Boost 2. They make life so much easier. So first off, starting in New Atlantis, you're going to want to go up to the residential district. Go ahead and fast travel there. Now once you get here, this is where it should load you in at. Of course, there's your little monorail type thing. We're going to head off this direction. We're going to work our way around to the back side of this building. They have a nice little balcony back here that we're totally going to jump off of. And somehow it doesn't freak anybody out that it looks like we just committed suicide. So yeah, we're going to jump off this ledge. I like to get on top of one of the plants over here. Kind of get myself set up. Turn around a little bit and just walk off. And try to land on the ledge over here. Then we'll just kind of drop down to this next ledge. Now we're going to want to try to work our way around the corner when we fall, because there's a tree we want to land on. That's the tree right there. Now you can actually, on that upper ledge, go a little further over and get closer to this, but my brain did it the wrong way, because sometimes I just challenge myself for no reason. So from here, you can see something back there. We want to walk off right here and catch a little ledge. And if you've done it right, you can see through, and we'll jump through that. And remember to save some of your boost to, you know, make that fall suck just slightly less. Because that might not end well if you just fall and splatter yourself on the ground. Now there are some invisible walls down here, but if you kind of stick to the left and work your way down to the water, you shouldn't have an issue. Again, just kind of follow the path I'm going and you should be okay. Now we're going to work our way up here. Now we're almost to the point where that amp is really going to come in handy. Because here in a minute, we're going to jump up this way. And amp is going to help our movement speed because we're going to be underwater. And you want to get through the underwater part as fast as possible. So we're going to swim up, and we're going to try to stay right of that line up there. Now once we get up here, we're going to work our way around the concrete. Just kind of work your way off to the right. And then we'll follow this path back. Now you need to be paying attention to your health bar, because you are going to start to drown at some point. You're going to need to be able to sit there, hotkey use some health items, whatever, to keep yourself alive. And we just got to work our way up towards those boulders up there. And then we'll make our way out of the water, and it'll almost be smooth sailing after that. So again, just continue to work your way up here. Now, right on the other side of these rocks, the water stops and you'll start to fall. So be ready for that. And there's some rocks down here that you can land on. Then from here, we're going to jump up onto that little ledge on the rock. Which, there we go. Then from here, we're going to just boost our way up again. And you can kind of walk up the wall a little bit if you're sprinting. Now it's a nice, easy walk. Just follow this path down. And kind of stay back towards the cliffside. Now we're almost there. One last little tedious part, and then you've got victory. So but there's this invisible wall blocking you. So I like to go up to the invisible wall, kind of get right up against it, and then sprint and jetpack right into that corner, because occasionally your character will start to walk on the wall. You can get some of your jetpack back, and then you can boost up and over. And from this point on, you're home free. You're right where you need to be. I know, A bit of a weird journey, but hey, we made it! So, first stop over here, you've got Terra Brew. There is a chest down here, or storage. I mean, my brain said chest because, yeah, this is the way Bethesda's been doing it for so long that they love putting containers under their vendors that have all their inventory. So if you want to, you can loot everything out of there to sell later. You're not going to get a whole lot out of it. Much better spot. We're going to work our way down here. Turn the corner. Now everything in this chest is marked as stolen. So while you might not want to grab it, there's a lot of money to be had here. And there's some credits you can grab, and that doesn't hurt one bit. Now, I have noticed something that when it comes to if an item says it's stolen, specifically out of this chest, or if you take stuff like money out of the other chest, the money in the stolen chest seems to regenerate way faster than the money that isn't marked as stolen. So, taking stuff out of the you stole this chest seems to regenerate within 24 to 48 hours. While if it's marked as a not stolen thing, that can take like a week before you'll be able to loot it again. Now right here is hands down what we're actually here for. If I could just jump up here. Now you got to be careful, because if you jump too much, it's going to suck you through the ground and you'll end up back up top. But as you can see in this chest, 90k just sitting there waiting to be taken. Now I know I said we were past the tedious stuff, but there is one last thing that can be a major pain, and that is trying to talk to the vendor through the ground. I'm not 100% sure the method to the madness to make this work, but I've got it to work a couple times. Other times there's just no doing it apparently. But if you just keep trying to move around just a little bit, look through the ground. If you have to, toggle your view. That way, because sometimes the game works better in one view than it does another. So it's all about experimenting and figuring out what works. Now, if you can get lucky enough to interact with him from down here, you're pretty much set. Because what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to buy ships, modify your own ship, and whatever money gets spent is going to go in that storage box that's right beside you. So you'll be able to just get a ship for free, mod your ship for free, whatever the case may be. And you got to steal his credits in the beginning before you did any of that. So if you do end up going with this method, once you're done messing around under the map, you're going to go find a chair, you're going to sit down, wait 24, 48 hours, whatever. Then some of the vendors will have restocked, but others you may have to wait longer. Especially this guy here. It takes quite a bit longer for him to restock and get money again. But yeah, that's all there is to it. I hope you've enjoyed this. As usual, please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.